What's going on, ladies and gents? It's Salvaje from the Philosopher's Table. So I'm back again with another video. I want to talk about 3 life-changing books that are super easy to read. Let's start with one of my favorite, short, easy to read books, Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. This is a classic. It's all over the internet. I'm sure you guys have seen it. Simply put, I like this book because it makes you think about the way that you look at things. It makes you think about the way that you think. It's also very, very easy to read, of course, hence why it's in this video. I have bookmarked this book a lot. As you guys can see, this book is really worn out because of the multiple times that I have read it. And every single time that I read this book, there is a new gem. There is a new passage that I seem to underline. There's a new perspective that I seem to learn from one of these journal prompts that the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius wrote down. If you have 5 minutes of your day to read a book that is going to lead your life towards a better direction, I recommend that you pick up Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. I mean, again, just take a look at all of the things that I have underlined in this book from all of the pages. It is a lot, and I'm sure that if you get your hands on this book, there's going to be a lot of passages that you're going to relate to and that you're going to really like. The second book that I want to talk about is Taming the Tiger Within. This book talks about fear, time, and anger. 3 things that most of us, if not all of us, struggle with. And I actually haven't finished reading this book, but the reason why I want to recommend it is because I'm 45 pages into this book, and I have noticed that 1, the book is very easy to read. Sometimes it has 1 sentence per page. So there is no excuse on why you should be telling yourself, I don't have any time to read. I can't find time to read. You know, I can't read a book for just 5 minutes. This is one of those books that you pick up for 5 minutes and you're going to get a better perspective on fear, anger, or time, depending on where you are in the book. And your life is going to be going, of course, towards a better direction. I read this book the first time for about 10 minutes and I got about 40 pages in. So definitely pick up this book if you struggle with any of those 3 concepts. And I do want to point out, if you do want book reading tips, guys, make sure that you guys check out my first podcast episode of the Philosopher's Table podcast. I'm going to link it in the description below. Me and my friend Adrian pretty much talk about a lot of the habits that we like to implement when it comes down to reading books. The third book that I want to recommend is going to be Atomic Habits. I recommend this book to everyone. I think this is a very easy to read book, despite the fact that it is a full hardcover page book. And it has around, I'm going to say, like almost 300 pages to read. But the reason why you see this book all over the internet is because it has a lot of practical advice that you can start using on a day-to-day basis to improve your life in massive ways. So one of the perspectives that Atomic Habits share is that if you get 1% better every single day for a year, by the end of the year, you're going to be 37% better. So something that I recommend to everyone is if you want to get Atomic Habits, just start reading it for 2 minutes every single day. That is applying the 2-minute rule of Atomic Habits so that you can build a nice, consistent habit. And who knows, maybe by the end of the year, you have read not just Atomic Habits, but Taming the Tiger Within and Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. 3 short, easy to read books that are life-changing. Give them a shot, like the video if you enjoyed, and subscribe to the Philosopher's Table. Peace.